art studio where I make, create, and imagine. And I am working on Junk Journal January 2024, day 22. The prompt is bookshelf, and this is Julie, the girl with a brush. And before we grab our brush, what I have done, because I was trying to figure out bookshelf, you know how that is, I decided that I'm going to address this prompt two ways because I have 2 pages here. So the first thing I did was I grabbed my Dilutions diary stickers, and I put down a sticker here and I put on my bookshelf, and then I put this sticker on my bookshelf, and then I grabbed my phone and I have opened Audible, and I'm going to list some books that are on my virtual bookshelf. So one of the books is Killing the Witches. I am a English teacher and I taught American literature and I taught The Crucible, and it's actually quite interesting. It's there's a lot of historical information, and if I were teaching The Crucible today, I may offer Killing the Witches as extra credit for my students. So, you know, that's good. The other thing that is on my bookshelf is The Bookstore Sisters by Alice Hoffman. And I really like anything that Karen Slaughter writes. So she writes like thriller mysteries. My brother calls it Sick and Twisted, but he's just not as heady as I am when it comes to literature, that's all. The other thing that I have in my library that I want to reread because I just can't read it enough is Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis. Really anything by C.S. Lewis. And another in the, I guess, Sick and Twisted, but really just a mystery thriller kind of thing by Lisa Jewell, The Night She Disappeared. And disappeared is not going to fit on that line, so we have to put it here. And I do have some real books, but I also have these audiobooks because I listen to these a lot of the time in the car. So the other one that I have is by Lucy Foley, and it is called The Paris Apartment. So there they are. And then I thought I could come back and I could check them off when I read them. Now for the other page, what I'm going to do is I thought I'm going to make my dream bookshelf. And I don't know if this is going to come out the way that you think by the way that I said that, but we'll see what happens. Because what I have done is I've cut some things out of magazines and I've done some thinking, and I'm gonna kind of lay some things out here because I think what I have decided is that I'm going to create my bookshelf and my ideal reading spot in one. So I pulled some inspiration, and we'll just see where this goes, you know? So now we grab our brush because we are ready. Okay. I am a bathtub girl. So my husband and I bought my father-in-law's house. He had lived here for over 30 years. And it was vintage 1972. And I know this because I grew up in a vintage 1974 house. And it had the same dark ranch trim and shag carpeting. The difference here, though, is that our home is a prairie-style rambler. So if you're familiar with Frank Lloyd Wright, it's a ranch, and it's designed so that there are windows everywhere and you can see nature from any room. And we live in the middle of the woods on 7 acres, and we can see nature from any room, and we love it. So there are advantages, but we did a really big renovation, and we basically have redone every room. But for a while, you know, when anybody would say to me, like, you know, what do you want for your birthday, or what would you like? I would say, I want a bathtub, because I had a bathtub, but it was a blue bathtub, a blue enamel bathtub, and it held about 2 inches of water, which was not very effective. I didn't even mind the blue, actually. Painted the whole room blue, and I just owned it for a while. But now I have the ultimate soaking tub. I got the deepest tub I could find. It is not a clawfoot tub. I would have taken a clawfoot tub. But I got a very deep soaking tub that fit into my little 5-foot space, and it's wonderful. And because I know that he'll hear this, my husband, who's my editor, my video editor, you know, I think he was kind of skeptical of my tub, wanting my big deep tub, because we debated about a really big shower, because I know people are doing more showers these days. And I said, nope, I want my tub. Well, guess who spends the most time in the tub in this family? My husband. He loves the tub, so it was a good thing. So I'll show him the spread and see if he can, you know. Basically add a bookshelf above my tub, because that's really what I'm doing here. Because you should have a bookshelf, right? Isn't that funny? Just to reach. You couldn't have a shower. You would have to only have the tub part, but So what I did was I saw this little like hutch kind of a thing in a magazine, and I thought, that's the bookshelf for my bathtub. Right? Because that's the logical thing to think. Oh, there's a hutch. Oh, it's the bookshelf for my bathtub. But it's okay. We'll make it work. I need a spot to put my books here, so that's what I'm doing. Okay. Let's push all that down. And I've got a basket of stuff. If you saw my eclectic video, you know, I love these baskets that I can just dig in. So that is what I am doing. I am digging in my basket. Here are some flowers. I don't really have room for my flowers, but what I'm going to do, because I cut that other thing up there, is I'm going to take this little bowl. I think these are kiwi, because I store my kiwi in the bathroom, I guess. If this is my imaginary bookshelf. Basically, I just need to cover up the hole I made there because it'll bother me. That's good. Okay. So now what I need are some books. And basically, for that, I'm just gonna maybe cut some scraps, or I also grabbed this page. Look at these books. I know there's like window panes in front of this, but it's okay. Let's see what we could do here. Oh, we don't need all of it, so let's just cut it off. There we go. Okay. Let me put this edge here. And then I'm going to put my books in there. Look at that. They fit perfect. This is good and bad, right? My bookshelf is full, which makes me happy, but my bookshelf has no room for more books, which makes me sad. Okay, let's grab some more books. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm giving some color to my bathtub, and I'm getting rid of the words because I don't need all of that in there. So we'll just kind of make it look like we shaded this. And now that I have that black line there, I'm gonna go around everything because I think it needs it. I'll just make it all pop a little bit. There we go. I'm just putting this darkness in a couple more places so that it kind of looks like it was supposed to be part of this page, because it's going to dry with a little bit different sheen. And now I'm gonna I got a few things to chop here. This I'm just gonna tear because I have a torn page anyway. That's easier. And the last thing that I am going to do is put a little color on the walls. I have a green bathroom, so I'm picking green. I wanted green because I have an enormous window in my bathroom and I can watch the deer come and eat, and you can see the birds. We have bird feeders. This is a Neocolor 2 chromium oxide green. So get it a little wet. I'm wetting it because then it has kind of a chalky appearance, and I like that kind of chalkiness, especially on a wall. And I thought it needed a little bit of color because my bookshelf and everything was like the same brown paper color, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with all the neutral, but in my tiny little bathroom, I decided to put a little color. So pretend it's peeking here. So, and I don't even mind. I love this orange rug because it kind of goes with the stool and the basket. So, might need a painting or a mirror or something over the sink. Usually a mirror. Let's see if I have a mirror. Don't really have a mirror, but what I have, I'll show you, are these silver trays. So this one is going to become a mirror. And I think I only need half of it. Okay. I'm actually gonna paint the matte medium onto the mirror this time because I've got my Neo color down there. And that can kind of look like a mirror. And I have this, I think that it's called Wink of Stella. So I'll link it from Amazon, but it's a glitter pen and it's just clear glitter. And then the last thing that I'm gonna do is I want to put some gold here. Okay, couldn't find gold, but I found copper. So I'm okay with that. This is very coppery. I'm just gonna make that coppery too. And now we have copper. All right, and it's really wet, but it'll dry. And the final thing, I found some words. And I'll clip that open for a minute. And the words say, read, rinse, repeat. Which I thought was pretty appropriate if you're going to have a bookshelf in your bathroom. Wouldn't that be great? You know, you have your friends over and you say, would you like to see my library? It is in my bathroom. My friends would not be surprised. Let me know if yours would. If your friends would be surprised. Mine wouldn't. They would just say, oh, yes, of course. That's Julie. She would have a library in her bathroom. I have a library in every room. I just love books. All of them. I really have never met a book I didn't like. I don't love math, but I love cutting up math books to use in my journal. So, there we go. Using that double stick tape again. If you didn't see any of my earlier videos, I've decided that double stick tape is the supply of the week, because I have been using it for everything. So there we go. This one's in the books, pun intended. So I want to thank you for joining me in my studio, and I hope that you learned something or were inspired to make a library in your bathroom. And if you were, please consider liking and subscribing, and go grab your brush and make your own library. Thanks for watching.